Merry Christmas. Guys, I cannot believe we're at Christmas. This year has flown by. So wherever you're at, if you're with loved ones or if you're alone, Merry Christmas. We have an epic event coming up. If you haven't heard, we have our third annual Thrive event. It's a women's event designed to be a day of reset, re-envisioning what life could look like, and literally getting your tank filled with inspiration, motivation, but tactical and practical ways to move forward and to literally become all you're supposed to become on this earth. January 17th, 2026. Grab your ticket. Go to youaremore.com. I've got April Osteen Simons. That's Joel Osteen's sister. But if she's fabulous, and if you haven't heard that podcast, go back and check it out. It's great. So she's definitely a needle mover. You're gonna love to be in the room with her. And then I've got Dr. Michelle Green, who's gonna be talking all things women's health. I mean, she's a rock star in her own right. And so she's going to deliver some really valuable insights to us. And then I've got Move with Maya. We're going to get our bodies moving. We're going to see simple tactical, practical ways to just level up physically, mentally, and emotionally. I've got a power packed two different panels of women, tried, true, and tested. And here's the thing. I've actually had one of them with me tonight, and I'm super excited. I want you to meet my friend Daylon Grimm, and she is a lifelong resident of the Cedar Valley. And I would say that the older she gets, the more impactful that she gets. And that is very opposite of most people. Most people, they start to settle in. Like, I've done this, I've done that, and I'm just going to settle in. And that is not who she is. And I just decided tonight, like spontaneously, I literally pulled her in on the spot, if you can believe that or not. I pulled her in on the spot and said, "Hey, come to a Christmas edition with me." And she's like, "Huh?" And here's the thing. She's like, "I'm going to say yes because I told God I was going to say yes." So, Daylon, welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Yeah, I'm honored to have you. We're going to talk about all things holidays. But we're going to talk about the there's hard things walking through holidays. I just talked to my a few friends of mine. We were driving to a visitation of a dear, almost like family person to us that lost her mom last week. And this is going to be a hard Christmas. And I'm very aware of that, right?
Mhm.
I think of every time I get the Christmas tree out and I get the ornaments out and stuff, I have two different worlds going on. One is like so sentimental and thinking of all the people that used to be with me that are not, that are literally woven into the very fabric of my being,
Mhm.
and longing to like just having that missing of them and memories of them. And I was just telling my team this the other day, like, my favorite Christmas memory happened in a trailer court.
Mhm.
My grandma and grandpa lived in a trailer court. And I used to love to go out there. Now, here's the thing. It was a complete drunk fest, but I loved it. I would go out there. We went there every Christmas Eve, and we would have, great fun, great food. And then we'd open presents, and there's always probably some level of fighting going around because, they drank a lot. But literally, we would go to Christmas Eve mass wearing all of our new clothes. And I remember sitting with my grandma in our new clothes, and I just, like, I loved the feeling of it. I thought it was so beautiful. I actually think that it's one of the reasons that I've always been so interested and had a heart after God, because when we would walk in those Catholic churches and it was so holy and reverent and, like, I don't know, it just moved me. And every Christmas Eve, my grandma's been gone for several years, decades, and it's still the one thing I always miss.
Yeah.
Daylon, what about you? Do you have memories like that?
I have a lot of memories like that. I have memories of my grandma,
Yeah.
and we didn't have a lot, so we always looked forward to when grandma would drive in the driveway
Yeah.
and open up the trunk, and
Yeah.
the whole trunk would be full of all these presents.
Yeah.
And she, in those days, she represented hope for us,
Yeah.
and because we didn't have any hope right then.
Yeah.
And when grandma would come, it was party time,
Yeah.
and the coffee was on and the pies were getting made. All my brother, everybody would come to mom's house
Yeah.
and just hang out all afternoon and just have a great time with grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great memories.
And when you think about those memories, doesn't it just like warm your heart? Like,
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
and
wonderful.
probably at times it makes you sad.
Well, cry some days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like the reality of the holidays or of Christmas as you age,
Yep.
it's a funny thing. You have to you hold two emotions in the same space.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe one a sense of loss and the other a sense of joy.
Mhm.
And those two things can coexist.
Yep, very much so.
And as I was climbing up and down the ladder the other day with Foster, and he was talking about how much he absolutely just loved that night.
Mhm. Yes.
And here's the reality of it. He said, "Mom, this has been the perfect night.
Made memories.
We got eggnog. We were up and down the ladder. He put on all his Christmas music,
It's the best.
face running around. They're arguing with each other on who's going to get to hang the highest ornament." And here's the truth of the matter. I was actually a little distracted on the inside. And when Foster said to me, "This is like the absolute best," it brought me right straight back to how I felt about my own grandma
Mhm.
and how I felt about being at her house.
Mhm.
And I thought, my kids are going to live on these memories
That's right.
for years.
Yes. For years.
Dalen, you and David are so good in the fact that you're always trying to make memories
Yeah.
with your family.
Yeah.
And you go out of your way
Mhm.
to make memories with them. Tell me this. So for some, I mean, obviously this holiday is, it's a first.
Yeah.
They have a loved one that's not at the table anymore, or they're just not able to travel. And it's a lonely season. But for others, they dread the holidays for other reasons. They might dread the holidays because they don't like to be around their in-laws or their ex-laws. Like whatever you say, like
Yep.
this family.
Yep.
And one of my favorite Christmas movies, Don't Judge Me, Don't Judge Me, Don't Judge Me, is Four Christmases.
Yep.
I think that movie is hilarious.
Hilarious.
It's just hilarious. It's like,
Yep.
yep, there you go. That's about every family has crazy in it. That's what I've
Yep.
decided, right?
There always is.
There's always a level of crazy. But Dalen, as you walk into the holidays, like you've got a large family,
Mhm.
you've got lots of step.
Mhm.
You don't even call them step. They're just all
No,
yours.
they're
They're
everybody's
all
grafted
yours.
in.
Yeah, they're all grafted in.
Yeah.
But you have a lot of reasons. There are situations that you have a lot of reasons that, oh, it could feel disconnected or that could feel awkward. And you and David have really made a commitment that that's not how people are going to feel around you.
No, no, no. You walk in with an unconditional love.
Mhm,
You choose
mhm,
how you're gonna be. You choose what you're gonna say.
mhm.
And sometimes it's very, very difficult, but, you just have to make the choice to love.
Uh-huh.
And when it boils down to it, that's all there is anyway.
Mhm,
You just love.
mhm.
So,
I mean, guys, in our politically heated world,
yes.
like think how divisive the dinner table has gotten and family events.
Yeah.
Like no one agrees on anything.
Right,
And it's gone from political to dividing families.
right.
And it's gone from everything to everything's divisive.
Mhm.
And how critical it is because when you think about things, like you might completely disagree, but at the end of the day,
The only thing that matters is that you're together.
yeah. And at the
Well,
end of the day,
yep.
and people get so offended all the time.
Yeah.
They're like looking for offense and they did this to me and they did
Mhm.
that to me.
Mhm.
And every time I think like that,
Yeah.
because it happens all the time with lots of people, I always go to a place of gratitude. Someone else would be so grateful to have the opportunity that I have right now. Someone else would love to be sitting in my seat right now. And that shifts everything.
Mhm. Mm.
You guys, if you listen to this podcast, know, like, even like where it comes to my spouse, like, there are things that literally drive me crazy that he does. And the same for him that I do, right?
Mhm.
Like, that's life. And every time I want to go and be like, nag, 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 I always stop myself. I'm not 100% perfect at it, but I stop myself and I'm like, you know what? Someone else would love for this to be their problem.
Yes.
And it shifts everything.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So Dalen has been married for how many years?
Oh,
A long time.
56,
Yeah.
57.
So tell me this, guy. She's leading young women now and doing all the things because relationships, family dynamics, and all of it
Mhm.
take a lot of wisdom.
It does.
It takes a lot of wisdom.
Mhm.
And so I'm going to ask Dalen a couple questions and I'm going to call it truth from the trenches.
Oh my.
Okay. And this. Daylon, you walk into a room
Well,
and you immediately like feel dismissed
mhm,
because someone's upset about something and and you could take the bait.
mhm,
You're wounded from the situation.
mhm,
How do you recover
mhm,
in that moment? Because I know people walk into like holiday situations. Guys, this is the real practical. Like, if you're walking into a room right now in the holidays and you're like, man, I hate my mother in law, or I hate being with these people.
mhm.
Like, it's torture. Like, how do you navigate that successfully? Because, guys, you need to make memories and you need to enjoy life. And you have very little time with the people you spend holidays with. So make the most of them.
Basically, years ago when we would have to go to this house and that house, there's always issues every place. But the one thing that was very important to David and I was that, like you said, those memories for those children. So sometimes you just go ahead and choose that you're going to love unconditionally. You make the best of it. You keep your mouth shut when you're supposed to keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
But just very much believe that the children are the most important. You fight anything you can to keep the stress
Mm-hmm.
out of the home,
Mm-hmm.
out of the relationships with moms and dads and in-laws and daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws and David and I have always went above and beyond
Mm-hmm.
and have loved and loved and loved. We have chose love.
And I say this, guys, like I want you to listen to this because literally they have so many people that call them grandma and grandpa that are not related to them that want to be around them. Like they literally are magnets. People are drawn to them. It's because they literally love people so much. And
Mhm.
that's everyone wants to be loved and accepted. But like that's the drawing card.
They do.
And it's the only way out of offensive situations
Yeah,
is
it
to
is.
choose.
It is. That's it. That's it. You have to love. You have to walk in love. It's a commandment.
Mhm,
You have to love. You have to love. And when you love, you're planting a seed.
mhm,
And David and I were very careful about where we put our seeds, but we
mhm.
it into our children. The generational blessing is very, very important. And so when you're called to love like that, that goes down generation to generation to generation.
Mhm.
And there's been opportunities where that our feelings have been hurt. Well, our feelings don't matter. Your
Yeah.
feelings don't matter.
Here, can I say that? Say that again. Your feelings don't matter.
Your feelings don't matter. They don't matter. When it comes to your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, you put your head up and you walk in and you just love.
Yeah.
Because with God, anything's impossible. With anything is possible. You can do it.
Uh-huh.
With God, anything is possible.
Mhm.
And
I remember a season that where it felt like things were tense and like extended family situations. And I remember like literally walking into the room
mhm,
and wanting to be so wounded, so offended.
mhm,
And I remember like saying, "Okay, Holy Spirit, be in me what I cannot be."
right,
Because in our own self,
right.
we don't have the ability to do half of these things.
Mm-mm,
We want to punch them out, knock them out,
mhm,
ignore them, do whatever,
mhm,
retaliate, do whatever
mhm,
it is.
mhm.
But to do the opposite.
Yeah, well, you can't walk in the flesh
Yeah.
because when you walk in the flesh, then you're getting hurt. You're getting wounded constantly. You have to die to self. You have to
Hmm.
crucify yourself so that
Hmm.
when you walk in, well, everything's just going to bounce off of you.
Hmm.
You're not going to get offended
Hmm.
because basically I'm dead.
Hmm.
I'm dead to Christ.
Hmm.
So,
And here's the thing that isn't to say that she doesn't have feelings.
oh no, I
That's not
have
to say
feelings.
that's not to say that she probably has one of the deepest feeling. I mean, has
Yeah,
the deep feelings, but she's learned to channel those can get pocketed
right,
or compartmentalized until there's a safe place to
right.
to with David or whatever.
But when I'm with people,
Yeah.
then that's how you have to walk.
Mhm.
And 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 sometimes it's not right away. It
Mhm.
takes time.
Mhm.
So, walking in love and walking in forgiveness.
Mhm.
I think those are the keys.
So every time that Daylon walks into like our building, our office, or anything, she's always hugging and loving on people. And it leaves a mark. There's something that happens when people feel seen and loved. And I thank you for that, Daylon. That's a bright spot. But I literally have never seen two people collect more people in their life. Like they're a collector of people. And they always take them. They always lead them to the Lord, but they're very intentional just about loving. But they've had every opportunity to get offended, to be divisive, to do whatever, to cater to all of it. And they've chosen to make decisions for their generations to not. And that is a choice that so many, I mean, make. Like we were having a Christmas party the other night, and man, this family members were like really fighting with each other, and that they were saying horrible things about the other spouse. And I'm like, this thing's gonna go to like a fight. And I'm like, that happens so often
It does.
in so many different family situations. If you go back to what is your mission on this earth?
Right.
If you're listening to this podcast, you're a mission type person. You're a on purpose type person. You're a, hey, I can bank my feelings and serve the greater good kind of person.
Right.
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 But tell me this.
Mm.
I think I know the answer. But what is your greatest motivator for doing what you do?
My generations for Christ.
That is what I knew she would say. I almost just said it for her.
Yeah. Almost makes me cry.
Everything she does is for generational impact.
Yeah. Everything. Everything.
From traditions to just loving people.
Yeah.
To, I'm like, what? I stand in amaze. All these young women are sitting at her feet, like, teach me, show me. And I am like, man, to have young girls want your wisdom, like that's like the greatest honor and the greatest compliment. But you've been through hell and back to
Very
earn
much
the
so.
stripes to
Yeah.
be able to do it.
Yeah. Did not have a perfect marriage, but it's perfect now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there really is no such thing as perfect. It's
No,
just,
no perfect marriage.
yeah, there's always a work in progress.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was reminded of this the other day because, you know, my dear friend Ruthann, right? She lived very purpose driven.
Yes.
And it taught me so much in the short amount of time that I had with her. Because I would see her in bad situations. She would, I mean, like needles poking and not getting the right vein and all the mistakes. And she'd be like, thank you so much for coming to work today.
Yes.
God knew I needed you.
Yeah.
And I just watched how love shifted things.
Yes. Always.
It always shifts. And I
Always.
see you emulate that.
Yeah.
All the time.
You have spoken that before, Amy, too, because when we walk into a room, the atmospheres, they should shift.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when you walk into a room with love,
Mm-hmm.
it should shift
Mm-hmm.
if you're loving everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's hard what is required to love others is to take your eyes off yourself.
no, you can't have your eyes on yourself. It's once again, self doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for many of you that have listened to this, I have a real estate coach whose daughter's been struggling with a life-threatening heart situation, born with a heart defect and has had like 31 or 32 heart surgeries, is a miracle beyond miracles, but is fighting every day for her life. And John is always, I've done this my whole life, but John has, I never had anyone tell me exactly, like vocalize it and give meaning to it.
Mhm.
But his daughter Lexi is on oxygen tanks. She's got a 6-year-old daughter and she's living on oxygen tanks and she's in and out of the hospital waiting more surgeries, more things. She spent like 40 or 50 nights in the hospital this week or this year. And what did I see her doing? John posted a video of her. She's on the floor wrapping presents because she took her pain and went out and said, let's make other people's Christmases great.
Yeah.
And at the time of the video, she had $9,500 come in and she was on the floor wrapping presents, getting ready to distribute because she knows the only way out
Yep.
is to help another human being.
That's right.
So if you're sitting in this Christmas moment,
Yeah.
if you're having you're down in the dumps. Maybe you've lost a job, maybe you've lost a loved one, maybe this is your first year, you're divorced and your kids are with your spouse. These are very painful things.
Very.
Maybe it's the first year that as empty nesters that your kids aren't going to be with you on the exact day.
Yeah.
That's very painful.
Very painful.
It's just if you're a person that loves tradition and you love to be with your people, like when those things shift and change, like it's hard. But this is what I found through seasons of loneliness, through seasons of things, that if I can go out and help somebody else,
Yeah.
because there's always somebody in need of something way beyond me, that is your answer out of the muck and mire and out of the pit is go help another human being.
Always.
And I've seen you do that so many times.
Always.
I see you really like live that.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Guys, here's the thing that I don't know why I just keep saying this because I see so many people get into, hey, I'm older, so I'm just gonna stop and I'm just gonna live life and I'm gonna just play golf and shop and that's fine. That's all good and well. But I'm like, my purpose is over. I've done what I'm gonna do and now I'm just gonna chill. And I have seen you rise in your determination
Mhm.
and I've seen you rise in your impact
Mhm.
and your influence.
Yep. Yep.
And it's not the norm.
No, because I said yes to God.
So
I
do you always feel like it?
do I always feel like
Like going out and serving somebody
yep.
and helping somebody?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Because I don't have as many years ahead of me now as I do behind me.
Mhm.
And I think back of the years that I wasted.
Mhm.
And so I just know that the Lord is restoring all of that.
Mhm.
The
What do you
impact
mean what do you mean the years you wasted?
with church hurt.
Yeah.
And so then you just automatically pull away. And so I had to learn how to forgive and just walk through that pain. And I just carried it way too long.
Mhm.
And then once all of that got settled and I was able to walk through all that, the power of love that the Lord downloaded in me or gave me for everybody
Mhm.
and was amazing. And
Mhm.
so, and my husband is right along with me. David is just, it's almost, we're just kind of a team. And if I have an idea to go do something or buy stuff for people or have people to the cabin or whatever, I mean, he never hesitates either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
No.
do it. We got to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's very, very important to put into people. Very,
Mhm.
very important to just keep speaking into people, speak life, speak love, and just watch those seeds.
Mhm.
And then, like you said, what we have received back, it's overwhelming.
Mhm.
It's overwhelming the amount of love that we have received back.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's days that David and I will sit in our house and we'll be just talking or listen to the radio. And there's days sometimes we both just weep
Mhm.
because God is so good
Yeah.
of how we've got just an abundance of love now from everybody.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing. It's really amazing.
But it's just here's the thing. When we look at life,
Uh-huh.
life is really just a mirror
It is.
reflecting back to you what you're pouring out. It's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
So when you're in this place where like there's such a hunger for what you have and
Mhm,
such a draw,
mhm.
it's because of what you put out.
Yeah.
And
And the thing of it is, Amy, that's everybody. It's every place we go.
Mhm.
It's
You live very intentional.
I live very, very intentional. I have my eyes open all the time.
Mhm.
I ask the Holy Spirit all the time to alert me over here, to alert me over here of
Mhm.
something that's going on.
Mhm.
And maybe somebody that's in line behind me might need a little hug or a prayer or whatever. I mean, I don't want to miss a thing
Mhm.
because I feel like I missed some. So
Yeah.
now I am intentional in everything I do.
Yeah.
So
There's something happens when someone becomes intentional.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like I've become a lot more intentional.
Mhm.
I think sometimes when you slow down in life for a minute and think about people instead of just how grateful you are for people,
Yeah. We're very, very grateful.
that it causes you to be intentional with them.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
I know that pain and hardship cause you to if you take it the right direction, you can get cynical and bitter and sit on the sidelines. That's always an option.
Mhm.
But or you can get better and be a builder of people.
Yeah. It's a choice. Once again, every day there's a choice.
Hmm.
I mean, I have a choice every day to lay in bed and think, oh, I'm hurting today really bad and I can't get up. No, got to get up,
Hmm.
So
You choose.
every day's a choice.
Hmm.
Every day's a choice. And I just choose life every day.
Hmm.
I choose life.
Well, I think that the Bible says he renews your youth like the eagles.
Mhm.
I think he's been renewing yours.
I believe
And I
that.
think that, like, just where I see, like, the joy of the Lord is your strength, you see that on you. And so, guys, if you're struggling in the midst of this holiday season, go out and be the light. I'm always talking to you about be the light. Go out and help somebody else. And I can tell you, it will shift you. It will shift your emotions. It will shift your mind. It will shift everything. Go impact another person's life for good.
Amen. Yeah.
And the reality of it is this: you have one life,
Yeah.
one,
That's right.
and time goes fast.
Yeah. Very fast.
And so you really need to seize the moments. Sometimes I think about things and I think, how many more holidays do I have with different people?
That's right.
And not that we ever know anything. I mean, life changes at a heartbeat, but like in general,
Right.
or how many more do I have with my kid? Like it makes you get very intentional
Mhm.
with your time.
Mhm.
It's the greatest commodity that you have. And so this holiday season, as you walk into these in-laws' house that you literally hate being at,
Yeah.
shift the narrative, shift the mindset. As you walk into, hey, I don't want to go to 4 Christmases today. I just want to stay in my pajamas. Shift the narrative and look at the person that you're going into and see them differently.
Yes.
And
Because they matter also.
yeah,
Love on them.
yeah,
Even though you don't care for them,
yeah,
they're not your favorite people. It don't matter. Love
yeah,
on them.
yeah,
Love.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 'tis the season, guys. Right? Merry, merry, happy, happy. And I hope that you've enjoyed our Christmas edition today, right? But I'm telling you, truth from the trenches, love
Yeah.
covers everything.
It does. It covers everything.
And why live divided and broken and destroy your family over stupid political things
Yeah.
or little offenses?
Yeah. No, not worth it.
It's just not worth it.
No.
So if you think long game
Yeah.
and you play the long game,
Yeah.
if you're playing the long game, that's the path.
Yeah. That's the path.
If you wanna, play the short game, the future, those are hard pills to swallow.
Yeah.
So think long term. How will this impact my kids? How does it impact my generations?
That's right.
I'm just gonna say this really quickly because I wanna end this, but I remember I'm such a traditional person with my family, and when Steve and I got married, we got married late in life, right? And I did not wanna go to his parents' house on Christmas. I was having a absolute fit, okay? A fit. Because they wanted to bump it up a couple hours, and
Oh,
it was gonna get in my way
yeah.
from what our family does. When I say have a fit, I start crying.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm a grown adult, and I have literally got tears running down my face because we're gonna have to leave 2 hours early. And I'm like, "How rude is that?" I think about it, I'm like, "What the heck, Amy?" But honestly, I remember
It's
walking into
true.
that situation, I thought, "You know what? I felt so frustrated." And I got there and I'm like, "My mom is such a good cook and, our breakfast, our brunch is so good," and I was missing that. And I got there and they were in the midst of a remodel and the dinner they served was very like, "What the heck?" And I looked at Steve and I said, "I cannot believe we left my parents' house for this." Okay. But I remember I caught just a glimmer of his mom,
Yes.
and all of a sudden my heart completely shifted. It completely shifted. And from that day forward, from that very moment forward, I'm like, I love her.
Yes.
I love spending time with him.
Yep.
And we would meet him at different times.
Yep.
And my whole entire relationship switched.
Yeah. Just
But
like that.
but just like that, I looked over and I
Yep.
saw something
Yes.
and it completely turned everything.
Yeah.
That I could even enjoy that day.
Yes. Yep.
Right? And have
Yes.
fun.
I know. It works.
Guys,
It
just
does.
just give yourself a break and walk in love.
Yep. It works.
It's the hard path, but it's the easy path. And
It
let's
is.
face it,
Yeah.
everything's hard. Choose your hard.
Yeah. Choose your hard. Yeah. It's good.
Thanks for living your life in front of me, Dalen, and setting a great example.
You're welcome.
It inspires me.
You.
Yeah, you're great. All right. Well, if you guys need any Dalen time, go ahead, reach out to me. I'll get you her phone number. She's ready for you. Anyway, be blessed. I hope to see you at the Thrive event, and I hope and pray that that this is a warm, fun holiday season for everybody. So
Yep.
be blessed
Amen.
and know you are more. Thanks.